Hello, hello. Today I have a beautiful practice for you about energy conservation or promoting energy conservation. So this idea of using what you need, resting what you don't, and all the good stuff will follow after that. I'm Carrie from the Frog Project, and let's jump in. So we're going to begin in standing here today. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. It'll roll through the shoulders here. And take a moment to relax into the body. Palms are softening forward. Gaze is nice and relaxed. Take a moment or two to feel your feet on the ground. And if it does feel good, you can shift the weight into the toes, maybe lift the heels, and then lower back down into the heels, perhaps rocking back so much so that the toes peel up off of the ground. A couple more times just like that, reminding us that we have feet and that giving them a little bit of attention can help us to feel a bit more grounded. Good, a couple more times. So this idea that we talk about a lot here in our community of filling our cups up, taking good care of ourselves. So the first thing we need to do this is notice how we feel. Perhaps close your eyes, take just a breath. Good, and a nice breath out. Lovely. And then bring the arms beside the body, little relax of the fingers, relax of the knees. Come into a nice palm tree pose. Inhale. Reach up through the arms, lift onto the toes, and when you're here, we're going to hold the breath in. Then turn the palms out, and as you exhale, release everything down. Hold the breath out. Couple more times, just like that. Big breath in, lift everything up. And an easy breath out. Everything down. One more time. Big breath in, lifts you up. Like you're filling your cup up. And exhale, release, softening everything you just don't need. Nice roll through the shoulders. Step the feet a little bit wider now. Still nice and parallel with the heels and the feet. Inhale, raise the arms up. We're going to do a side stretch. Turn the left palm away from you and lower the left arm down to the thigh. Inhale, reach up through the right side, and as you exhale, a little bend over. You might want to put a little bend into the knees if anything feels tense for the lower back. Softening here a couple of breaths. As you breathe in, feel this space of the waist between the ribs, the armpit. And as you breathe out, softening in. Now the goal here is to be very mindful of how the body feels and trying not to push yourself. Take away this element of competition of, oh, I wish I could go this far down. And instead mindful and moving to a place that feels helpful to you. And you're not stressing yourself out. You're not stressing your body. You're not trying to be somewhere you're not there. Inhale back to the middle. Bring the left arm up to meet the right. Turn the right palm away from you and lower the hand down. Breathe in, reach up through the arm. And breathe out slowly to the side. So there's this idea of restraint or being present in the moment. So restraining ourselves from trying to be doing something else. Trying to be in competition with ourselves, with our bodies, with our minds. And if you were able to tell yourself the truth, moving in a way that was totally aligned with what you need, what would that look like? Inhale slowly back to the center, release the arms down. Little roll through the shoulders. Step the feet together towards the top of your space, little bend in the knees or shake through the hands. When you're ready, inhale, take up all the space. And exhale, slowly up and over, head and neck heavy. So this place we're talking about, this place of energy conservation, exists very naturally in things like forward folds. But it's how do we bring this into all elements of the yoga practice? How do we get stronger without wasting energy? So it's about being soft in the body, in the mind, and present in the moment. Head and neck heavy here. Anything you like with the arms, taking hold of the elbows or interlock the fingers. Big breath in. Easy breath out. 2 more times. So notice in the body, is there anywhere you're holding tension? And is there anything you can do to soften? Maybe bending the knees. Maybe relaxing the face. Maybe just a sigh out of the mouth. Fingertips find the floor. Good. Pressing the hands back. Take yourself back. Downward facing dog. So here, how can you be more comfortable? How can you be more easy? Maybe a little bend through the knees, side to side, forward and back. Good. Softening in. Mindful of the fingers, mindful of the hands, mindful of the face. Coming to a place of relative stillness. Let that gaze be nice and soft between the feet. Good, and then send the feet back and slightly together. Roll things forward to plank. Plank is a great pose for us to really acknowledge this place of challenge versus softness. So when it starts to get challenging, what can you do to bring some ease? Can you bend a little into the knees? Can you rock a little forward and back? Or do you need to bring the knees down? Weight comes forward. Still you're in a plank pose. Still you're working hard, getting strong. But you're not forcing yourself. You're not in competition with yourself. So respond here. And when you're ready, with ease, with softness, lower everything down to the floor. Good. Little rock side to side if it feels good. And then let's bring the hands behind the body, interlock the fingers. Inhale, lift through the chest, maybe lift the feet. And then exhale down to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift through the chest, lift the feet. And then exhale down to the ground. If you want to go a little deeper into the back. Inhale, lift the knees, lift the feet, lift the chest. And exhale down to the ground. Release the legs. Bring the elbows wide. Rest the head on the hands. And take a breather. Maybe knocking the hips a little side to side. And finding your way into Makrasana pose, crocodile pose. Good. So this sense here is making sure that we are being truthful, being honest with ourselves. What do we need? How can we fill our cups up? So take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, lift your head, bring your hands to the ground, push everything up and back. Nice, easy child's pose. So today we're purposely moving through these postures that require a little bit of strength, require us to move out of our comfort zone. And then it's in this place we can test ourselves. We can say, hey, are we working here with the ego? Are we trying to be the biggest, boldest version of the pose? Or are we using it in a way that responds to exactly what we need? And so this is what we're trying to practice. When you're ready, crawl yourself out to a nice tabletop. Then when your knees are hip distance apart, lift yourself all the way up and back. Tuck the toes, there we go. Inhale, reach both arms up. Turn the right arm away from you. Little finger swims down like you're doing some backstroke. Twist the hips and the pelvis and the chest forward. Let that left ear glue to the inside of the left bicep. Reach in, lift up as you breathe out. Nice, easy exhale. One more time. Good. Inhale back to the center. Reach the opposite arm up. Turn the little finger of the left hand away from you, swimming things back. Inhale, chest, hips. Turn forward. Right ear inside the right bicep. Breathe in, lift open. Breathe out gently back. One more time. Good. Inhale, left arm all the way back up. So you have the option now to repeat. To back out, go back to child's pose, or take one more round, full camel here, up to you. So mindful, what do you need? What can you do with ease? Big breath in. Right arm swims back, maybe left arm swims back. Chest, hips, belly open. Big breath in. Easy breath out. What can you soften to stay here? The face, the breath. Good. When you're ready, left arm sweeps back, right arm sweeps back, head and neck comes last. Release the feet one at a time. Hips come to the heels. Draw the knees together. Resting here. Hands on the thighs. Maybe a little roll there through the shoulders. Good. And of course, if this doesn't feel nice for you, sitting on your bottom is fine. Then when you're ready, lean onto one side, untuck your legs, bring them out in front of you. Little forward fold, beautiful, nice release. So hands back behind you, big breath in fills you up. And as you breathe out, all the way up and over, head and neck heavy. Couple more times just like this. Big breath in, leans you back. Take up all the space you need. And as you breathe out, all the way up and over, head and neck heavy. One more time. Inhale, leans you back, opens you up. And exhale all the way up and over. Or stay here for a few big breaths. Does it feel nice to squeeze the calves? Squeeze the hamstrings. Maybe a little bit of self acupressure, knocking the outside lines there of your legs, maybe the upper legs. Stimulating those energy channels. Giving your feet a squeeze, whatever you like. Head and neck heavy. Breathe deep. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly release the head. Release the arms. Gently bring yourself up to sit. Bring the hands back behind you. Bend the knees. Bring the feet to the floor. Inhale, press into the feet. Lift the hips. Lift the belly. Let the head draw back. And exhale slowly. Hips to the ground. One by one. Forearms go to. Maybe the knees want to come in for a squeeze here. Little rock side to side. And maybe holding onto the kneecaps, letting the legs hang heavy. And then slowly letting the legs release away from you, one at a time. Feet turn out, arms to the side, palms facing up. Softening in. Noticing that self-talk. Bringing some compassion, some softness to whatever's going on in your mind. When you're ready, Bring a little movement back into the body. Fingers, toes. Take a stretch. Roll onto your side, taking your time, resting here. And then slowly, slowly pushing yourself back up to a nice, easy, seated place. Bringing your hands together. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Bow your head towards your hands. Give yourself a little moment of gratitude for taking the time to fill up your cup, keeping yourself topped up. When you're ready, lifting your head, open your eyes, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day or your evening. I hope you feel a little bit recentered and light and clear and all of the good stuff. And see you soon.